Hey guys, I was recently scrolling through my Facebook feed and came across a post from Ben Milliken from Milliken Fishing. Incredible angler, inspiration to many, but as I was reading it, I had to read it twice. I took a double take because what it looked like is that he was selling his fishing spots where he catches these double digits. It was confusing to me, to be completely honest with you, because he's done a lot of videos on this. People are like stealing his spots, and he blurs out 1/4 inch tree line that's like 2 miles in the background, so people don't do this. And so I clicked the link, and came across a site where people sell their waypoints. So I was thinking to myself, where have I been? This is the first time I'm hearing about this, because I'm going through all these lists and these posts of people posting fish, and then you can purchase the description, the technique, the conditions, and the waypoint. And as you scroll through all these things, you get prices that range anywhere from like $10 to $500, which is the one that Ben was selling. All right, so now I'm really interested. I'm reading through the website, reading through the FAQs and the About Us. This is what it says. It says, are you a professional guide or highly skilled angler who would like to generate more income from your fishing experience? Leverage the Fish Tips marketplace to expand your business, reach a broader audience, and monetize your hard-earned insights by selling your wisdom. So I was reading through the FAQs. Some of the questions were, hey, is every tip posted by a guide? And it goes on to say, essentially, no, it could be a guide, it could be a skilled weekend angler. So essentially, say anybody who wants to set up an account and post a waypoint can do so. Another question asks, hey, does this website own the tip after you post it? And I want to read this one to you. It says, no, a tip is a creative work like a book or a movie. It's protected under copyright law. Authors retain full copyright and control of their tips. And Fish Tips only ask for the rights we need to store your tips and make them available for sale. Now, of course, some people go to, hey, I'm just going to buy their tip and turn around and resell it. So they actually answer this as well, and they say, this is a violation of copyright law and violates our terms of service. Our policies is to investigate such incident and take whatever corrective actions we deem necessary, up to and including account deactivation and permanent ban from using our service. All right, so if I read this correctly, let's say someone is selling a spot on your home lake, right? And it's like your favorite spot. Now it's out for sale. And so in defiance to that angler, you buy that spot and redistribute it for free. The worst, it sounds like from what they just got done writing, that they're going to do is deactivate your account and permanently ban you, which makes no sense to me because you obviously don't like the service. And if you wanted to, you can just create another user and do it again. So I'm not sure what that accomplishes. Nonetheless, that is what they say. So I actually had Fishing with Gramps on not too long ago on the Kayak Fishing Obsessed, a live show, and I proposed this question, and this is what Gramps had to say.
Is that where our industry is going? What's going on? I'm not sure what I.
Okay. To be fair, Josh Jones, who's one of his Team 6 guys, who also catches monster double digits.
Oh yeah.
I mean, would you pay $500 for waypoints and info, or $2,500 for a guided trip to go to his waypoints, and then you got nothing after the fact? You might catch a big, but I mean, that's an interesting concept. I mean, for Ben, I get it. He's throwing his butt in the ring trying to fish the Elite Series, which is he had a really good outing his first one out, and I think his next one is coming up. Boy, I don't know. I hadn't heard of that, but I got to say I'm kind of conflicted about it, because how much have I spent in my lifetime in gear and travel and stuff to go chase my PB and come back blank? So that's a tough one.
And then I polled everyone on the live show and I asked them the question, would you pay for a fishing spot? And 27% actually said they would pay for a fishing spot. And of course, 73% said they absolutely would not. Then I asked Gramps himself, would you pay for a fishing spot? This is what he said.
No, I mean, I don't think I would. I think if I was going to do something, I would spend my money with a guide where I could actually learn something from it. Somebody who knows the area, can tell me more than me just punching something in my Helix and then going to it. That being said, I still have, modern electronics, and I have a lot of learning to do. But I still like the adventure and the surprise kind of out of it.
Then I asked those who were listening into the live show what their opinions were, and this is what they said. Just because you know where the big ones are doesn't mean you can catch them. That's grimy, said one person. Another said, this is dumb. Another listener said, mine aren't for sale. Another said, most likely after they're caught, they're gonna move anyways. Someone else said, it's more rewarding when you do the work for yourself. Someone else said, I couldn't pay for waypoints. It would ruin the excitement of it all. Someone else asked the question, what are the guarantees that the fish are there, right? Any Joe Schmo can create an account and then potentially put in waypoints and post a photo. Where are the guarantees here that this was the exact spot? Great question. And someone else actually said, you know what, starting out, I actually would like to purchase a spot so I can get on the fish. And as time goes on, I can find my own spots. So I've had some time to think about this, and I know that for me personally, I would not buy and sell waypoints. And here's a disclaimer. If you would, not a problem. We could still be friends, right? Here's my thoughts on it. For me, when I think about waypoints and honey holes, it's always been something that I believe historically that you share with friends and family. It goes a little something like this. Like, hey, I befriended someone, they befriended me, we invite them to go fishing with us, and they share with us their honey holes. And so this is like a token of friendship, something that is sacred to me, and the idea of making it a transaction and making it transactional just simply rubs me the wrong way. And I'd like for it still to be something as a token of friendship, almost like a gift to someone if you invite them to come out to your honey hole. Or so the idea of selling it, for right now, I don't love it. Now I know some of you are going to go straight to, how is this different than hiring a guide? I believe it is different, right? One, you're going out with someone for 8 hours a day. They're sharing with you the ins and outs. You're paying for their time. And I know there's some things within fishing tips that you can, you're not just getting the waypoints, right? You're getting the description and a little bit more information like that as well. But the difference there, like I said, I believe it's void of relationship, which makes kayak fishing and fishing in general so special. Like, for instance, I recently connected with Bowfin Junkie. He lives up in Cleveland. He came down and said, hey, want to go fishing? I'm like, yes, I will take you to some of the secret lakes that I absolutely slam bass on. And he came down, we drove down, and he caught his personal best twice that day. And believe it or not, I didn't break out the credit card reader afterwards because this was just a token of friendship, just from being in community with one another, which makes specifically kayak fishing so special. All right, guys, before I go, I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below, would you pay for a fishing spot? And if you love kayak fishing, I have over 500 videos on the subject, and this video right here is the one that YouTube thinks you'll like the most. Check it out.